just gonna give it like probably a couple minutes, and then Amateur Gamer's gonna
Okay,
edit it.
understood.
Understood. There's nowhere left to go. Oh no.
I feel like I say understood so much in Overwatch, I say it in real life as well.
Just understood. Yeah, no, I get you there. All right. Um, After I introduce, you can introduce yourself and affiliations and what you represent, or if you don't represent anything right now, you can say that, but whatever. But we'll get underway.
Okay.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome to another episode of Teamwatch. Today's episode is number 13, and my guest is Miss Magicord. Say hi, Magicord.
Hello.
Sweet. Uh, so if I remember correctly, so you were saying you were part of the Silver Serpents in the GM League before they
Yeah, I
like put.
was for a little bit.
So how did that like? Were you always in Silver Serpents? Because they were just recently a thing. Um, what is or what was your origin into this community, basically?
I don't know, I mean, I guess I just kind of came in just kind of wanting to do things. I
Hmm.
don't know.
You
It was
just
something
like
to do, you feel like you're part of something, you know?
yeah. How'd you find out about the amateur gamer community though? Like what was
I
that?
found it through Facebook, actually. They were, advertising it, and I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. You know, you can, because we're console peasants, of course, so nothing special for us, ever. And it was like, oh, hey, you can join tournaments, and I was like, that's cool. So I always sign up as, a loner, and that's it. But then I, got into teams, and, it just went from there.
Hmm. Interesting. Who were the Silver Serpents composed of again? Because Eros one of them. I could have swore he because he
No,
went.
he was on Purple Serpents, I believe.
Okay. Who's on Silver Serpents?
I don't remember. The roster changed every day, it felt. It was a roller coaster, if anything. They changed the roster a lot, and they didn't really tell us, when they did. They just kind of did it.
Hmm.
So, one day you were on the roster, the day you weren't. And it got to the point where they kicked the captain off of his own team. So, I had enough after that one. But
Yeah, I know you were saying that.
I, th-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you
I
there.
don't remember the original roster. It was, me, Storm, and, yeah, Kid Hub, Sun,
Storm
Law,
Boys.
and then Deja, I think.
What
There might be
team?
another some.
What team were you on in the AGL season 2? Because I remember meeting. Well, I didn't really meet you there, but I saw you there, and I was just like, wow, this. I honestly thought Lucio was amazing. Like I was just like, wow. It was. I think when I was casting one of the games. But what team
Season
was that?
2, I used to play for Pulse, but then I was moved to Pulse Red, and then after some complications, we changed to United, and
I think I
everybody
remember.
knows how that went.
Uh, I mean, I don't. I just know it doesn't exist anymore. Like, what happened with United? What was that? Because
Well,
I don't
United
play with
was
it.
just a giant it wasn't taken seriously. We were all just kind of joking around. We didn't really care. I mean, I feel like that's not good for a team, but we would just joke and pretty much just throw at that point. We were just a meme team. Everyone hated us, and we got in our final game we got disqualified anyway. So
Oh wow.
nothing we did really mattered.
Why did they disqualify you? Was it like a Smurf thing?
Um, I I guess they thought that Shiny was mouse and keyboard, so they just disqualified him. I think
Oh, I
the best
remember
thing that
this.
ever came out of that team was the fact that I made the logo and it was just a big banana with eyeballs.
Oh my
I was so
gosh.
proud of that.
I actually remember when I forgot that Shiny was part of United when that happened because I was casting. I don't know if I was casting the game that. No, actually that was Goldstreams and I think Zigzag possibly. Uh, that was crazy.
I guess I owe it to Shiny for inspiring me to play Lucio more because like he was the one who just like told us like he didn't want a Mercy, like he just wanted a team without a Mercy, and he inspired me to play Lucio more, and like I don't know, I just felt like I should play Lucio again, so I owe it to him for inspiring me to do that.
Well, that's pretty cool. Because I'm the huge fan of like I don't want a team to be like, we need this character to make this team great. Like, I hate that mentality. And I can say those who have, say, like, oh, the Mercy is needed, we need a Mercy. I can understand that Mercy's an amazing hero in the meta right now until they nerf her once again. Uh, but I like creating a kind of own comp and then going from there. I like running a Zen Lucio or a Zen Moira or like something else. Um, but yeah, no, it's really interesting.
Yeah, I miss the days of when like I don't know, like maybe season 2, maybe early season 3, when like you didn't need a Lucio or like Mercy to win any like every game. You could play like some weird comp and it would work. Like you didn't always need just this rezzing like hero. Like your team didn't say we need a Mercy every single game. Like you could play whatever you wanted. Like it would work.
Yeah. Well, that's also a really interesting thing because I've well, I think I still personally think that any composition, at least at our level of play, that you still have flexibility in your comp on what you can run. It'll work. It's just the mentality of your teammates and the strategy and positioning and whatnot. Like you could run a weird comp, but as long as each comp and or each hero in the comp is giving value, then I think it's still gonna work. Um, Depending on strategy and gameplay, because we've seen even on the pro level where I can't remember what two teams, but there was a pro game where I think Rogue was upset like one of the teams that was supposed to be favored to win with their uh, strategy and positioning and whatnot. Even though they were supposed to be mechanically less skilled, they still won that series. I think. Uh,
Mm.
it could have been a different team. But anyway, the point is, uh, I also like building your own comp and make it whatever and make it work. It's a lot more difficult in the higher skill level you go, but you know, you never know.
I like
But,
to see comps that like it's different. Like they pull things that you won't expect. Like you have yeah, you have like the normal metas like the dive or something. But like some people like will like my personal favorite strategy is like the May on Anubis, where like you can go in on like the left and like wall off the team, and like it's really cool. And like just running off meta things. Like I like things like that. Like sometimes it's cool to see different stuff that you wouldn't expect.
I
Like
was
I just wish that we had let go of like the whole everything has to be this way, and like you have to play the game strictly in the meta.
exactly.
I miss those days.
I completely agree. I was playing this match of Volskaya, one of my placement matches the other day, and they pulled the Mei on defense, of course, the stall queen, but like she would repeatedly wall herself off in the corner perfectly where we could get to her, and then icicle, and it was just like this crazy stall. So May brought a lot of value to that, but then you could argue as well that it brought value because we couldn't isolate and kill her fast enough, and that's why she got it. But still, congrats to that annoying freaking May on doing that. But yeah.
I think one of my inspirations, I guess, is gamer Jackie Chan, because he plays
Oh
Mei a
yeah.
lot, and like it's really fun. Like me and him were playing on Volskaya, and we just walked on the point. Like I was Moira and just pocketing him as Mei, and like me and him like basically 2v6 the entire team, and we just walked on the point and took it. Like I was surprised it even worked. Like we just got the point, just because like I kept him alive and he could kill everybody. Like you don't expect things like that to happen, but they do. Like I just wish like people would play things that you wouldn't think would work. Just
Yeah.
to let go of the whole we always need 2-2-2, and if you just even hover over Hanzo, you're a terrible person.
Yeah. No, I get you there. No, all my DPS picks, because I consider myself a flex player. I will play. I mostly played for supports because that's what seemed everybody wants from me, but I play tank as well my most. But when I play DPS, I play weird things like Hanzo and Junkrat and all these off meta things. The most standard thing I play is Soldier, I guess. But uh, But yeah, what's your SR around anyway right now?
I mean, like, honestly, after Decay and everything, I'm just like Diamond at this point, because I've dropped down 1,000 SR because I meme.
Oh my gosh, you were top 500 in season 5. Dang.
I stopped playing Overwatch for a while, and now I'm like dead at this point.
Now I get you. You got more hours than even I do. Holy crap.
I like to play comp at like 4 a.m. and that's when all the good people play, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Uh, yeah, 899 hours. Oh my gosh.
I almost have 100 hours of objective time. Please help me.
I have 768, so like I'm kind of far, but that's just crazy. Cause I also kind of got burnt out on the Overwatch, and then you know uh, I hop back and forth. I just got a new controller actually, which is a Pro. It's like one of the Xbox Pro controllers, and
Mm.
it's got like buttons on the back, and I need to start getting used to like jumping with the back buttons and like reloading. But I don't know how to adjust the controls to what I want. I guess what I'm trying to say. I need
Hmm.
to figure this out. But anyway, yeah, it's this crazy game we live in. Do you root for a professional team in the OWL?
Well, see, I never really got into like the Overwatch like league team thing
Yeah.
until like pretty late in the game. So like I like just picked Florida Mayhem because it was funny because like they look like McDonald's and like they're just a meme team and like I spent $5 on the Lucio McDonald's skin, and when I play comp, I ask my team if they've heard about the way of McDonald's, and then I sing the McDonald's jingle, because gotta support the team, right?
Oh my
And even if they're
gosh.
not the best team, they're really fun, and like I'm gonna be honest here and say that I actually put an application in for McDonald's just because like I have an interview on Wednesday, so
Oh my
there's that.
gosh. Well, not good. Good luck, I guess. Uh,
I don't know why I'm doing this, but I mean for the memes, right?
everything for the memes. That is like my way of life. Like I'll be working and uh something will come up and or we'll just be normal conversation. My coworkers uh they're like the funnies too, but when I bring funny stuff, they just cringe or like puns or whatever. And lately, I've been asking them if they know the way, and they're so done with me. It's hilarious.
It's a beautiful meme. All my friends dislike the meme. All my friends stop talking to me, but because I meme.
Oh my gosh, that is that can relate. But yeah, speaking of memes, the Mercy nerfs, am I right? Oh, like jeez,
They like to just shove her into the ground.
they're
Like they're
beating
trying
the dead
too
of us.
hard. Okay, like they're trying too hard to make Mercy not be a must pick. Like they tried to make her less of a must pick and ended up making her more of a must pick. Personally, I think she's okay where she's at right now, but like they're just trying to make it so she's not a complete must pick at this point.
Yeah,
I feel like after the nerfs, like Mercy will still be like highly requested, but like you might be able to successfully like play your game without having to have a Mercy constantly over and over. And with the Ana like aim assist thing, like Ana can be played more by people with like less aim skill because like now pretty much you don't miss your shots. So
is it that accurate on the help or whatever? I haven't played.
yeah, I
Is
mean
the
honestly, the aim assist is really good for Ana.
is it
Like
already active right
I
now?
like it. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I
I
should
mean,
go try that, I guess, in the training room.
I feel
Uh,
like the meta might change, but like, as long as Mercy's around, like, she'll be like the most requested hero. Cause
yeah.
like the most broken thing in the game is bringing back someone who's died. Cause like, you can do like anything, like you can just like shoot someone, like kill them, like a cool headshot, like like, oh my god, guys, I one shot this guy, and he's like, oh, Mercy comes in, it,
And there's all my work.
like, all your work is gone. Like, you're just like, oh, alright.
So the aim assist thing, like if they move in front of you, your cursor should move on itself, right?
Pretty
That's
much.
that's what's gonna happen. Okay, I need to find a bot that does that.
The Ana aim assist is really good. Like, I feel like it helps people play Ana better, because some people, struggle with aiming, so maybe that
Yeah,
might help.
I've been ever since this new controller I have also has like longer sticks, so I need to get used to aiming with these. And I think I recently increased my sensitivity because, well, right now I play on like kind of a low-ish sensitivity because I've heard lower sensitivity is where you can hit more shots, so it's gonna be worth it. But I
That's
don't know.
debatable, I guess, just depending on how comfortable you are with playing.
Yeah, because you're not gonna be able to, as a support player or a tank player, I might not need to. Excuse me, I'm kind of sick. As a support or tank player, I might not need to aim as hard, or not aim as hard, or turn around as hard or fast. But I don't know. It's debatable. It's whatever. I need to
I
some
usually keep my
practice.
sons pretty high because, like, as I usually mostly play Lucio and Winston, and
You don't
they're
need to
pretty
shoot.
like mobile characters, so you like
Yeah.
look around and like just move around and like just constantly keep going. So I like to keep my sons at like 70, 80 kind of thing.
Hold on. Mine right now is, let's see, controls. 64 horizontal, like 55 vertical.
Usually I play like 70, 70 kind of thing. I like to have a high sense because like I can look around really quick.
Yeah. I need to get used to it, but
Sports gotta go fast.
gotta go fast. Sonic. Yeah. I get
Honestly, Lucio is Sonic fast.
you. Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Uh,
honest here and say whenever I play Lucio, I listen to techno music. It makes me feel special. Like maybe just like my factor of like my skill just goes up. You listen to techno and you're positive.
wow.
I'm becoming the character I play.
I should also become the character I play and float, because I play mostly Zen, I guess.
Become a Buddhist and try to learn how to float.
Yeah, with your monkish chants.
Become a robot as well, I suppose.
A robot. I just need to trade into my parts. That's what I need. But yeah, do you have any plans on like joining the GM League again, or have any teams tried to recruit you, or anything like that nature?
Honestly, like after what had happened, I didn't know how I felt about like the league because like I don't know, I just like hop teams a lot and like I guess I started my own team.
Did you?
Yeah, so now I'm the captain of the master team Jade.
But you're the captain of Jade?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
So basically, yeah, I'm the captain of Jade now.
Wow. I mean, cool. That's pretty dope. What? How did that happen? Because Jade was a thing before you were a captain of it, right? You came into it pre-existing. Is that correct?
Well, basically what had happened was that I'm not the captain of the GM League Jade, but at this point,
At this point,
I don't think it has a captain because Ink got suspended.
Jade got suspended.
No, Ink got suspended.
Oh, Ink got suspended. Oh yeah, I heard about that. So
Yeah,
okay, there was like all this stuff I don't know. So Ink got suspended for, I'm assuming, some kind of Smurf thing, or using a
I
Smurf or something like
guess. I'm
that.
not sure. I'm not sure about the details, but apparently he's suspended for 3 months or so.
Oh my gosh.
They changed it from 3 weeks to 3 months, I
I
hear.
yeah, I saw the
So
update when I was at a friend's house today that it was like uh yeah, depending on the severity of it, it could be 3 weeks or 3 months and whatnot. So that's kind of crazy.
yeah, so I feel like Dova might be the new captain, but I'm also like a captain because we made a
You're like a
master Jade
counselor or
team.
something.
Yeah, we made a master Jade team that I'm the captain of currently, and like we're working on like using the old Jade roster, like some of them who didn't move on to the GM team.
Ah, interesting. No, it's pretty cool. Have you been keeping up with the GM League at all then? Because I have not been.
I try to like I try to support my friends as like I'm friends with some people on MSB and like Black Forest and stuff like that. Sometimes I can't watch all of them, but like I want to support
Obviously.
friends and such.
Yeah, I get you. Like,
Like
there's a
I'm
whole
really
lot of
proud of Midnight
games.
Eclipse and like how they're doing really well. Like
Oh yeah, I casted that game
they're a
and did
fairly new team and like they're just doing really well too. Like I believe they have 10 points right now. So that's pretty cool.
that is pretty dope.
And like I'm interested to see how Black Forest does because I know that they're a very good team and like they joined late but like they're slowly going up in the thing because they're an EU team as well. So like it's probably harder for them too, but like they're still doing really well.
Yeah, no, I get you. That's they're a good team. Like,
Mm.
it's interesting. Um, hold on, someone's wishing. Did you hear about the new, or did you see the thing in AG where we can't stream tournaments during the OWL?
I did. It was really disappointing as I had signed up for the tournament on January 25th and it was like, oh, it's canceled now, which was kind of disappointing, but I understand what they mean.
Yeah, no, I get you. Um, so I mean, I don't know how I feel about it, cause right, I'm like kind of like I'm like happy, angry, because I'm assuming what happened was, did Blizzard like reach out and was like, hey, y'all can't do streams because we want the attention to be on the OWL right now, and people who want to get their fix of watching Overwatch are gonna watch that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I don't
Like,
know if I mean, it's kind of cool because, well, I need to just ask KG about it, I guess, to get the full details. But still, that's pretty dope.
I don't know what happened, but like I guess it makes sense that they want like people to watch the league instead of anything else because that's what they're like. They're putting a lot of time and effort into that, so it makes sense. But it's also kind of disappointing because like we work really hard for like amateur gamers as well. So I don't know. I just like will it interfere with like AGL season 3?
I don't know because in the message AG was said tournaments, and I mean we're not doing tournaments because it's individual games, but there's still kind of like a league thing, and I don't know if Blizzard can differentiate from that. I don't know if they're like, this is a tournament, this is not a tournament, so it's whatever. But I mean, it's still competitive Overwatch play because that's what the OWL is anyway. It's still a league, so I don't know.
I
I
hope it
don't
doesn't like
because if it's during the
I don't know.
OWL, isn't the OWL is like quite the while, isn't it? Like it's gonna go on for a bit, like at least a
Yeah, I
couple weeks or
guess, but
so,
like
or maybe a couple months or
I
so.
mean, maybe we could find some way to like have a different stream schedule or something. Cause I know that the AGL means a lot to people, so it would just kind of suck if you had to end it like right then and there for a while.
Or you mean different stream schedules? So when it says not during the OWL, does that mean not during the day when OWL is streaming, or like the days and months of the
I
what's it
think they
called?
just mean that they don't want streams to happen at the same time that they're streaming the league
Okay,
games. Cause that would make
interesting.
sense.
That I didn't even think about it that way. I just thought like no tournaments during the no tournaments during the days or whatever. But that's actually interesting. I don't
I
know.
feel like they would just stop the tournaments that would happen on the days of the league games because, like, They want all of the attention on the Overwatch League games instead of just like the discount league games that we have.
Yeah. I've still been wanting to watch live, but I haven't gotten a chance to yet.
I always
Cause
tell myself, oh yes, I'm going to watch that game today, and I'm like, I look at the clock and I'm like, oh,
it's already 2 a.m. Where did the day go?
it's yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I get you. Um, yeah, cause I've mostly been working, but whatever. I always say, oh, I've been working this and that. Obviously, I just need to shut up about it now.
I'll just make excuses like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this, and then I don't. But like, people tell me, oh yeah, it went this way, and I'm like, okay.
Like the One Punch Man face. Okay.
The only thing I know is that Florida Mayhem is a meme, and XQC is somewhere.
XQC plays for Dallas Fuel. I think he's suspended though.
His name is XQ Feed, actually.
Oh, XQ feed. Haha. Does he like primal rage like into just millions of people? I don't know.
It's debatable.
I don't know. I haven't
But
seen
let's
him play
just,
personally.
admit this one thing. Okay, we all know that Dynasty's gonna win. I mean,
I
come
don't
on now.
know, dude. Valiant's been kicking butt, but I've been watching because Valiant's my team, and I was so happy that I chose them because they're doing good, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, the team I like is doing great. But they're also I don't know if you follow your Overwatch on YouTube at all, or do you?
Somewhat. I mean, like, usually when I go to their channel, it's just another Tracer guide, like, every week.
I know they do a lot of guides like that, but I've been listening on the pro analysis stuff. They're like, uh, why Dallas Fuel didn't do well or whatever, and it showed it was a video on their mistakes and the strategies they could have done, which I can see like out in game you're like focused on the game whatever it's kind of hard to see, but from a person who knows their Overwatch, even if you're not a professional, um, you're still gonna have a good perspective on things, and I can agree with that. And what they were saying is that there wasn't as much teamwork from Fuel and San Francisco Shock, which is who the Valiant played. But next week, Valiant's gonna be playing New York Excelsior, who's a Korean team. I've heard, like mostly of Koreans.
I'm not sure as I don't really follow it that much, but
Anyway,
I feel
but
like you
the
can sign a bunch of, like, good players, but teamwork is everything. It doesn't matter how
exactly,
good the team is, it's the teamwork.
exactly, teamwork makes the dream work. But the point is
Exactly.
that there's speculation that LA Valiant won't do as well, or at least it won't be like 3-0 and 4-0 um, against the teams because there's supposed to be good teamwork from Excelsior, which I don't know how Excelsior's matches went, but still is
We'll have to wait and see.
I know
Suspense.
suspense soon TM, but yeah, lots of crazy things. Um, so, what kind of crazy things have been going on in your uh, perspective of life, of things? Anything interesting?
Uh, how so?
I don't know. Anything that comes to mind.
Yeah,
Never
I don't
mind.
know. I mean,
Yeah, it's all good.
uh, I guess I've been working to not throw in Overwatch games at 4
Oh,
a.m.
there we go. That's what's up. No, I need to play more competitive myself.
I guess I've just been working at, like, trying better at competitive, because, like, people always tell me that, like, I'm only good at one hero, and I'm like, well, actually, I play two! Checkmate!
Dude,
I'm not a one trick, I have, like, 5 minutes of Winston, it's okay.
they're just like, damn, she's good. Uh, but
Because,
yeah,
like, I subbed for Saints a while back, and their coach was like, I was like a one-trick Lucy, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna prove that I'm not. So I've been trying really hard to, like, learn other heroes and stuff, because, like, I don't know. I feel like just knowing how to play support isn't gonna help me out.
yeah, I
Like,
get you.
I've been working to try and learn like tanks and stuff.
Yeah, no, tanks are interesting, and each class of tank support and DPS really do play a whole lot different. It's really interesting to see. Me and myself, being the flex player, like I'm like a jack of all trades. Like I play everything, not really a master at any of them, but I know a little bit of everything. So I have like the tips. Except I don't like try to play Widow or things like that, of course. But um, I know my fair share of things.
Hmm. I just think the biggest problem in Overwatch right now is Mercy, and how nobody wants to go Mercy, but everybody wants a Mercy.
I'm not gonna be Mercy. Not gonna
It's
be
like
impossible.
from dropping down into Diamond, I've noticed that like it's just a lot of people who think that they're wonderful at the game and like they don't want to play Mercy. They want to play like Genji or something, even though they're like a booty at it. But they always say, "Oh, I want a Mercy, but I don't want to go Mercy, but you go Mercy," and it's just like just constant Mercy. I just can't wait for them to nerf her.
Yeah, no, I get you. Uh, no, there's a lot of things, and I want to hear about because I heard there was a Hanzo rework in the making, and Hanzo is my
Is there?
guilty pleasure. Like, I love Hanzo. I don't know if there was, or it was one of the thumbnails of one of the Overwatch videos, but I never went into it,
Ah, yes.
and because I think it was a discussion before by Jeff, not Jeff Kaplan, Daddy Jeff, the other Jeff, like
Mm,
Geoff Jeff.
Jeff Goodman, I
Yeah.
think.
Wait, maybe no. I don't know.
I
Anyway, I
one
just
of the Jeffs.
yeah, yeah, if Jeff Goodman was named, then yes. But it was saying about a Hanzo rework where there possibly we might not see scatter arrow anymore. Maybe we'll see like he'll have like utility arrows, like he'll have like a fire arrow or like a freeze arrow or like I don't know, maybe like other things and not scatter, or they'll rework scatter in a certain way.
That
People,
could be cool. Like, you don't see as many Hanzo players anymore. Like, I feel like most of them stopped playing Hanzo.
I take this as my cue to start playing Hanzo again and making my teammates hate me.
Honestly, become whatever you want.
I know, but what I want is to win.
Be the change you want to see in the world.
Damn, deep. Where is that from, though? I've heard that before.
I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. It's an inspirational quote that you see in your 48-year-old aunt's, like, Facebook page with a minion next to it.
So true. So true. Oh my gosh.
It's
That's
like
sad.
the "Hello, fellow kids" meme all over again.
Oh my god.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Uh, yeah, no, my mom needs to stop using Facebook. That's the thing.
Just Aunt Carol sharing minion memes. We all have that one aunt.
Dang it, Aunt Karen. Or Carol, or whatever.
Some suburban white woman name. Do you want to
I
main Hanzo? Main that Kiro.
don't know. I mean, I love
I
playing Hanzo. I bought $20 worth of like Overwatch League skin stuff, and I bought all these Valiant skins. I bought for Hanzo for, well, the free one I did I used Zen, and then I got Hanzo's, Reinhardt's, Winston's, and Roadhog's, and because I don't play as much tank as I want to, so I got the skins for that because like whatever. Maybe it'll make me play more tank because I love me some Ryan. Like Ryan would be my other main if I had to pick one. Um, but I want to play Hanzo. Like Hanzo, and I'm just a weeb for this, but like Hanzo's just so cool to me that like I just love the bow, and I want to get good with it. And I mean I'm pretty decent already. I have like 80 hours in Hanzo or something like that. Not like main worthy
oh
because
man,
I mean you're a person who plays like a whole lot of one hero. You probably have like 200 or 300 hours into like one hero. Am I correct?
yeah, I think I've got like 200 hours of Lucio and 100 on Junkrat.
Jeez, my hours. Hold on, let me see my hours. Under all
I think
hours.
my least played are the characters that require actual skill, as I am a female, so you know,
Oh my gosh.
fuck aim, right?
Yeah. Whoa, explicit. This is a Christian. This is a Christian stream. I actually forgot. I
Oh,
was gonna. I was. Nah, that's all good. I dropped the F bomb, or someone dropped the F bomb last time, but uh, I forgot to go over
my
the
bad.
rules before we started. It's whatever. Um, that was really the only thing,
I'm
really rule.
I'm
I don't care.
sorry. Please forgive.
No, ask AG for forgive. He'd probably laugh when he edit this, and because that AG does that a lot. He'll laugh. He's like, "We can't say that," and then yeah,
You cannot say that. It is bad. I'm going to say a bad word now.
yeah. I'm going
Heck.
to heck and bamboozled. Cause like as soon as the stream's over, I'm just gonna I cuss and do whatever. I don't care. But yeah,
I try not to curse as I'm a good doodle.
good doodle. Oh, I see. Um, yeah, no, I'm planning on doing a Teamwatch episode eventually with my friend Mr. Tubbs, and anyone who knows Mr. Tubbs is he's very uncensored and hard to do that. So I'm gonna ask
Dude,
AG if we could do a
Tubbs is the guy who will tell you straight up that you're bad. Like, he
dude.
won't sugarcoat it. He'll just say, you're bad.
That's what's
And that's why
awesome
he's
about
great.
Tubbs though.
Yeah, exactly.
Like legit, he keeps it real. But
Tubbs is a
yeah,
wonderful person. And not at the same time.
and not yeah. Um, but no, I'm gonna do a Team Watch episode with him, and I'm gonna ask AG if we can do a rated R explicit version where, because he said he would do it, but only through alcohol, and so I'm gonna get alcohol, and he's gonna get alcohol, and we're gonna have a fun time doing a Team Watch.
See, here, take a shot every time AG gets a toxic message from somebody.
That's
Just
alcohol
scroll
poisoning.
through,
That's just
like,
alcohol
alright,
poisoning.
just, okay, next time you host a tournament, okay, every time someone messages you, an angry message, or him, says something toxic, just write it down, and just take a shot, and, there you go!
That people during tournaments when I'm casting, just it's not like one or two people in particular. Like every time there's a discrepancy with some kind of team, and they're like, "Oh, there's this person to this person I think is a Smurf or whatever," and they'll tell me, and I'm like, or they're like, "Hey, stop the match because this or this whatever." I'm like, "Don't tell me. I'm not in control. I'm just talking about what's going on. Tell AG."
Alright, let's make an amateur gamer drinking game, alright? So, take a shot every time somebody complains about the lag, somebody
Or the ping.
disconnects, somebody
Like
accidentally presses the pause button when you're not supposed to, somebody messages AG, something toxic.
every time
At this point,
AG's
nothing
controller
surprises me.
dies. Have you
Exactly.
have you been
Every
at
time the
lab so
caster
far?
struggles to say something like in cool, like every
Oh,
time the first point in Horizon is super slow,
oh gosh, you.
player
Oh
visibly
my god.
tilts. Like the enemy team just they throw, like it's obvious they're throwing, like they give up.
This is like
Like
you're just
mm,
asking for the meanest hangover. How old are you, by the way?
uh
Silence.
dude, I forgot. I'm 17 now.
Ah, so yeah. I mean, I drank. I first started drinking when I was like 18, but
We don't
I don't
talk
judge.
about that as I don't want to get arrested, please.
You're not gonna get a. Yeah, you're fine. I mean, I won't ask about your past experiences, but yeah. Uh, yeah.
I just talk about
Alcohol.
drinking games because it's funny.
Like it's itself and is a meme. Like I like talking about stuff if it's meme worthy anyway. Um,
Honestly, the amateur gamer drinking game should just be every time Mr. Inksack gets into an argument with somebody. We'd all
I've
die pretty
I've
quickly.
never I've never talked to Inksack on a vocal level besides the Team Watch episode we did. That was the only time. And
He's
I've heard he was toxic. He said he was
he's a
toxic.
very colorful person. Let's
Oh
go with
God.
that.
Jeez. But yeah. The
I
community.
brought in 3 different Mercy main friends of mine, and he yelled at them all and made them all leave.
Oh my gosh.
It's a very wonderful community. Overwatch sure is.
Yeah. I mean, you meet a lot of cool
I'm
people in
leaving for
Overwatch.
TF2. I
You
can't take it.
are quite the memer. I didn't realize. It's pretty cool though.
I live off of memes and meme posting.
You need to meet my friend Napkin. This man is hilarious. He played in a couple of AG tournaments. He was a teammate of mine back when I had my own team. Um, those were the days. And then I took it to a level where my team didn't want to take it, and then I also failed as a captain, by the way. And then yeah, we disbanded.
Dude, being a captain is hard. Like, I'm
I'm
just like,
telling
okay,
you,
guys, get
people
online, and they're
take
like, no, and I'm like, okay.
like like some people don't realize the struggle the captains go through, and it's yeah, it's hard sometimes. Like I don't know, but was this your first captaining experience with Jade?
Yeah, honestly, like, Ink told me he was like, I'm disbanding the team after, like, our first tournament, and I was like, you know what, I'll take it over, because, like, they're my friends, and, like, I don't think they deserve that, because, like, I don't want to just end a team like that, so I was like, okay, I'll take it. 'Cause, like, I felt like I was the only person who actually really wanted to do scrims and stuff, because, like, he just didn't. So I was like, alright, I'll take it over. So, like, I started running things, like, I found a couple of people. Do you know how fucking hard it is? I swear again, I'm
Whoa.
sorry. Yeah. I didn't say that, alright? Do you know how hard it is to find a main tank player, okay?
Hey, you need a
Like,
main tank player?
I'm sorry for swearing. I'll be a good noodle. Okay. It's so hard to find a main
I'm
tank
telling you.
player, okay?
Uh,
Like,
what SR range do you need? I know the main tanks.
no, but see, like, I find them, but they're like, they tell me, yes, I can play all the tanks, and I check, and they're like, one trick Zarya's, and I'm like, why?
Yeah. Like A is not main tank. B is one tank. And C no.
Uh, and I'm like, it really hurts because I have to tell them, hey man, it's not really what we're looking for, and it really hurts because I'm like, I feel bad because like I don't want to tell them like we don't want you because like
Dude,
I mean I want everybody, you know, because like it
same.
hurts.
Yeah, like I am that person that. So I recently, this is kind of a side story but relates into it. I recently got promoted to be a manager at the place I work at. That I don't. I've been told I can't really say their name, but it's a game shop,
Mhm.
which name also rhymes with game shop. Uh,
Mhm.
so anyway, so as a manager, I mean, I have a little more task, but the only thing they've told me critique is that I'm not assertive enough to the other employees, like the ones who are under me, I guess. And I'm just like, I don't want to like, it's like the stuff where like, hey, you came in like 5 minutes late. What's up? Like, I struggle with the confrontation and like, upsetting people and things like that. So I don't know. Maybe I need a new line of work.
Yeah, I get you. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be too harsh on people because, like, the main reason why I took over this team in the first place is because it was just really toxic and I didn't want it like that. Like, I just wanted to have, like, constructive criticism because my view on it is that, like, yelling at people and, like just telling them you're bad, like, constantly over and over isn't going to help them. They're just going to tilt and, like, they're going to get upset and mad and, like, they're just going to do poorly. Because,
Agreed.
like, every time I played with, like, my old team, with our old captain, like, people just tilt after like maybe the second match because like just the toxicity and everything it it doesn't help people, like it hurts them if anything. And so I want to help people with like constructive criticism and like trying to make it so in a way where they don't get hurt but like they can understand like how they can work on things to get better in a helping kind of way. Like
I
just yelling at people, screaming, "You're bad, you're terrible, quit the game." Like it's not gonna help you.
exactly,
It's gonna make you
exactly.
feel bad. You're just gonna play like bad.
There's always another alternative of how you can present something, and you don't have to go the toxic route, which is a thing I would like to do. And Zig's inviting me to play custom pugs, which I'm assuming is what's going on. But
Yeah.
no thanks. Not now. Maybe later. Oh, game lasted too long. Shutting down. How dare. Um, but yeah, no, I would like to see a less toxic Overwatch. Like legit, I'm going into a match and people are trying not to be toxic. I was actually playing Tubbs with Tubbs last night, and what happened was as soon as like the man picks Widowmaker, and that's fine. I don't discriminate against Widowmakers unless they perform poorly, and even then I don't really say anything about it. I'm just like whatever. And he tries to go out of the door, and he has a vision. He's like aiming outside the door as soon as it opens on attack Hollywood. Uh, and apparently he's like people are in his way, and he's like, "Why are you in my way? This and that, or move. I had a clear shot." And he started complaining about stuff, and we're still chill. Tubbs
Mm.
and is me or like whatever, and he starts like demanding like heals and whatnot, and then Tubbs left the voice chat. Tubbs tilts so hard, so sometimes, but he likes to
Mm.
feed the salt. You if you play with Tubbs, it's awesome.
Yes, I've played with Tubbs, and I don't want to talk about the my experiences playing with Tubbs. I don't want to talk about it.
I still have fun with it. Anyway, so the whole match, Tubbs is playing. He's playing Mercy, by the way. He will look at the man who, as soon as doesn't work out, he switches to like Farah and Junkrat and selectively, and Tubbs absolutely refuses to heal him. And I'm playing Zen at this time, so I'm keeping him healed enough where we can continue. But Tubbs is just purposely, and I didn't even notice Tubbs left the voice chat, and then so we pushed the cart all the way in overtime, so we're good. And then the guy's like, "Dude, why is your friend not in voice chat?" Because he's like complaining about Tubbs the whole time. I thought Tubbs just wasn't talking. I'm like, "Oh, I left the voice chat," and Tubbs is like laughing to himself how he's not healing this dude, and I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, this man is sadistic." but but it's funny. Anyway, the point is Tubbs is salty sometimes, but he's my
In
friend.
conclusion, Tubbs is salty, but he's a good friend, so it's okay.
Anyway, no. Well, the whole point of this is like, I don't. I would rather not have the toxicity, but everyone's gonna be
Hmm.
toxic sometimes, and as long as we handle it differently. But well, actually, no. The point was that that guy was like, "I'm not being toxic," even though he was being toxic, and like, even if he's trying not to be toxic, he's being toxic, and because the way he was talking about Tubbs and asking it, and just saying how he's trash and whatnot, I'm like, okay,
And see, you can't stop toxicity. Like you're always gonna have it.
yeah.
It's just that the way you handle it, just like depends on how your game's gonna go. Cause like if someone says you're trash and like you're like okay, well just like what do you want me to do instead of like replying back no you're trash. Like you could actually just say okay, well then what do you want me to do? Like you could just ask them like what how you could do better instead of just like arguing about it. Cause I don't think just telling each other that you're trash over and over like is gonna help you out. Cause it's not like just learn from like what's going on instead of just being like toxic all the time. You can't stop toxicity, but you can like stop like throwing fuel into the fire.
Yeah, no, I get you.
I don't know why I feel like Diamond seems to be the most toxic of like games
Diamond is pretty mean. So I am,
because everybody's like a damn Smurf and they're like, I'm gonna play Torbjorn and
because it's the people who are in Diamond are like masters who just want to like play the DPS that they want to play, and even if they're like supports or tanks, they're just in Diamond because they're just having fun, whatever. And then the toxicity spreads. I know this because Tub Smurf is in Diamond and he plays Hanzo on it all the time. Uh,
mm,
but it's whatever. Um,
I hate people with the mentality. It's I want to play what I want to play, and you guys have to work around me because it's me, and I don't care about you guys. I'll play
yeah.
what I want. I hate people
I
like that.
also like that was me. Like when Overwatch first started, I was a I think I played a lot of Mercy, like especially season 2. I played a lot of Mercy Ryan, and I never played DPS because everyone played what they wanted, and I tilted so hard. I used to tilt so hard in this game, like I was like an absolute tilter, and I would message people and be like, I wouldn't say you're bad. I'm like, this doesn't contribute to the team, obviously, blah 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 blah. This is like season 2 and 3, and I tried so hard, and then after a while, I got tired of it, and I was like, it made me an angry person in life and to my friends, and I'm like, this is not who I want to be, and I stopped, and I'm much more of a chill person before, especially playing the Overwatch whatnot. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, it's cool. It's cool how we progress as humans.
I'm gonna tell you a little story about my first experience in Overwatch. Okay,
All right.
and it's first ever heard story. Alright, so I got this game back July of 2016. And I was like, you know, I'm gonna play this game, okay? Alright, I got home, I would put the game in, okay? I picked Tracer, got on quick play, got hooked by Roadhog, and I died, and I was like, you know, this game sucks, I hate this game. And I didn't touch it for another month. Like, I was so salty that I died. Like, I got hooked, and I was like, this is stupid! I hate this
Oh my
game! And
gosh.
it's just like, I didn't even touch it for another month. The only reason I did was because of the new event, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll try it again. Aim for your face.
And go to try it. Like that's a lot of things. Like some people can't get into Overwatch, but once they put in the time and like it's a fun game, it honestly is. And that's what I hate. Like when I try to tell my friends about it, because my friend, or actually he's not, he's my cousin, but I mean, we're friends too, so it's whatever. Anyway,
Cousins are friends.
yeah, exactly. Um, he mostly plays games like Call of Duty and cool games like that. Anything nerdy, he's
Cool
not really.
games.
What?
Cool games.
Cool games?
If, cool games. If
Oh,
I Call
cool
of Duty,
games.
you're cool.
Yeah, like yeah, but or he didn't like this game at first because of the animation, even though like the animation's freaking beautiful. I don't know why
The
you wouldn't.
animation's really smooth. Like, come on now.
Yeah. Well, it was, or not the animation, the art style. That's what I was looking for.
The art style's really good too.
That's what I. Yeah. Anyway,
Like,
I eventually got to
it's
play a
different
couple
from everything
games,
else.
but he got into it very late. This is when I was already I was a diamond player back then. Well, I guess technically I'm a diamond player now because I'm stuck in diamond. Cause,
Diamond Club.
uh, and he was in that level when we first started playing because I picked the game up I think as soon as after it came out, and like you know when you start, he tried to play comp right at level 25 and they say you shouldn't do that, and he got placed in gold. And then
Hmm.
but the first time we had gold in comp, or it was like season 2 when that was the first thing, because it was numbers before, which is kind of weird. Do you remember that, or like what was your first competitive season?
Season 1 was my first competitive season. I think I placed 44 or so, which was probably around goldish. I was a Junkrat main, Junkrat Genji. I don't want to talk about it. Please don't ask me my win rate. It was like 37%. I don't want to talk about it.
I played. Even then, I was never a DPS player competitively. Always tank, and I'll look at my stats right now. Like
Overwatch is my first FPS, so yeah, I
it
just
was
played
like my
Junkrat my
second.
first season.
So season 1 was all Zarya and Roadhog. I played a little soldier there, but still. Season 2, I had 54 hours in Mercy, which is like half my Mercy hours right there. And then it was Reinhardt, and then Reinhardt Mercy again, season 3. Reinhardt Roadhog, season 4. Zen Ryan. I first picked Zen season 5. It was awesome, and then I fell in love with Zen forever. It was amazing. But yeah, and I never went there.
Mm,
Oh my gosh, my phone is blowing up. I didn't even realize.
you're popular, man. I like to see how far I've come in Overwatch.
Oh my gosh, Tubbs is like, you didn't want to tell Tubbs his stories.
Oh, is Tubbs salty that you're telling stories about him?
No, he was sad that you didn't tell stories.
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't really remember. I just remember that Tubbs was salty at me for something. I don't even remember.
I don't know.
I was sure that Tubbs hated me because, like, he was just so upset at something. I don't remember what I did, but it was something.
Oh,
And he
he's
just, like,
got.
left. And I was like, oh.
Oh, Tubbs is saying that he's got a lot of Tracer and Farah on XYZ, not just Hanzo. Okay, so Tubbs has been listening, so that's kind of cool, I guess. But
Oh. I meant to say, Tubbs, you're a great person, and we love you, and,
wait,
nothing
did I say
else.
Tubbs hated you? I didn't say that, did I?
No, no, you didn't. But I was positive that Tubbs hated me because, like, how
No.
things went when we played comp.
Tubbs is toxic to everyone.
Yeah, I got that.
Like legit, like I consider myself a pretty good friend with Tubbs, but we get or well, I kind of get mad at him sometimes, but he gets mad at me. It's a cool thing, you know. Like it's like whatever. We're this toxic thing, but yeah. Um, no, good friends. Look forward to the next episode of Team Watch, people. Which I'm probably gonna start closing this out. Do you have anything closing you want to say, Magicord? Like shout outs or closing statements or anything like that?
Um, Shout out to Team Jade and Frostbite sucks.
Oh, who's Frostbite?
I don't fucking know.
There we go again. We gotta cut the episode. Anyway, thank you for watching. This has been Team Watch. Thank you, Magicord, for joining me on this kind of impromptu, or not prompt, improvised episode. This not planned episode that kind of happened on the fly, because I need to stockpile episodes. Anyway, y'all have a good day. And that's where we end the stream. And
I swear too much and I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. I tried my best.
it's all good. AG will care a little bit, but just wait. I'm gonna try to record with Tubbs after this one, and we're gonna get drunk. And
Please don't throw shade on me.
oh man, I won't bring up anything. I can't promise Tubbs will. I don't think he will though.
I
Uh,
don't know Tubbs enough to say anything. I mean, he's kind of angry at me for something I did. I don't remember. I do a lot of things and I don't remember what I do.
he got annoyed when they did Zen Sim, but it's no biggie. That's what he said. I don't know what that means. And if Tubbs, if you're still watching, like I have my phone notifications off so it doesn't go ping, 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 ping during the episode. Like legit. Why is this still going? Oh, but yeah. I'm gonna stop the broadcast right there. Anyone who wants to play some comp in Overwatch?